For everyone born under the sign of Aries, the universe has been trying to speak to you, quietly, patiently, for years. Since 2019, your life has been through storms that felt endless. You've lost people, you've lost money, you've lost peace. There were moments when you tried to keep everything together, but the harder you held on, the faster things slipped away. From 2019 through 2024, it was as if life itself was testing your spirit. You gave your heart, your time, your loyalty, but you couldn't stop certain endings from happening. You saw relationships fade, careers stall, and maybe even felt like your world was being rebuilt from ashes. And through those years, the nights were heavy. You felt things others couldn't understand. Sudden anxiety, haunting dreams, memories that just wouldn't let you go. If that's you, then this message is meant to find you tonight. Because now, something is changing. For the first time in years, the planets are finally moving in your favor. Since 2019, Aries, you've been under pressure. Karmic, emotional, spiritual. But this fall, the cosmic tide begins to turn. Jupiter, the planet of growth, wisdom, and abundance, is stepping into a new position that will change the energy of your entire life. After 12 long years, Jupiter is moving into your 4th house, the space that rules home, emotional stability, and inner peace. This marks the start of emotional healing, the kind that brings you back to yourself. Beginning October 18th, Jupiter enters this sacred house, and for about 46 days, it will bless the roots of your life, your sense of belonging, your family, your emotional center. You may not get everything you lost back, but you will regain your strength, your faith, and your foundation. It's like the universe finally saying, "You've learned enough from the storms. Now it's time to rebuild." Imagine your life as a car running on fumes these past few years. You kept driving through exhaustion, through uncertainty. Now, Jupiter is refilling your tank, not just with energy, but with clarity. You'll start to feel your motivation coming back, like the engine of your soul is finally alive again. Jupiter's first major influence falls on your 8th house, the area of deep transformation, rebirth, and hidden power. From mid-October onward, your emotional strength begins to rise again. Old fears start to fade. Financial or health struggles begin to find solutions. You'll notice, slowly, that your mind feels lighter and your path clearer. The second impact of Jupiter's movement falls on your 10th house, the house of career, success, and reputation. This is where the outer changes begin to appear. Work projects pick up. Opportunities that were delayed suddenly start to flow again. You may attract recognition or new financial openings. These next few months are about professional resurrection, a time when the universe begins to reward your patience. Then comes another turning point. November 11th, Jupiter goes retrograde. But in astrology, retrograde doesn't mean bad. It means internal. It's when a planet's energy turns inward, amplifying its power and reflection. So between November 11th and December 5th, expect strong revelations, deep insights, creative ideas, and spiritual awakenings. This is when things that once felt stuck start to move again, but from a higher, wiser place. If you've been waiting for divine timing, this is it. This is your green light from the universe, and Jupiter isn't alone. 2 other powerful energies are shaping your story, the North Node and South Node of the Moon. The North Node represents your ambition, your future direction, your hunger for purpose. Right now, it's traveling through your 11th house, the house of goals, connections, and financial growth. For those working in media, communication, technology, or social influence, this is an explosive period of opportunity. Everything digital or global expands under this energy. So if you've been dreaming of building something online, a business, a creative project, a brand. This is your moment. Over the next 16 months, every effort you make has the potential to grow exponentially. The universe is amplifying your network and aligning you with people who can open new doors. Meanwhile, the South Node, which governs your past karma, wisdom, and spiritual release, is now sitting in your 5th house, next to Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and harmony. This combination heals your heart and clears the emotional debris from old relationships. It helps you forgive, detach, and finally make peace with what once hurt you. For many Aries, this means an emotional rebirth, the end of heartbreak and the start of love that feels real and peaceful. Now let's look at your ruling planet, Mars. Mars is your drive, your will, your courage, and soon, Mars moves into your 7th house, which rules relationships and partnerships. For those who've been facing distance or tension in their marriage, this brings reconciliation and healing. For singles, this can manifest as a new connection, someone who mirrors your strength and your energy, someone who feels like an equal. Around October 17th, the Sun joins Mars, bringing clarity and visibility to your relationship sector. Even though the Sun may be technically weak in this placement, Mars empowers it. Together, they bring light into areas that were once shadowed by confusion or doubt. They reignite your passion, not just for love, but for life itself. So yes, Aries, the long night is ending. You've walked through fire for almost 5 years. You've been tested, stripped, and rebuilt, but you never stopped walking. And because of that, the universe is now turning the page. This final quarter of 2025, from October through December, is your moment of renewal. The storm is finally calming. You'll start to feel lighter, freer, more centered. Your finances will begin to stabilize. Your relationships will soften and heal. And most importantly, you'll begin to feel yourself again. Now let's talk about Saturn, the planet of discipline, lessons, and long-term growth. Yes, Saturn is still active in your chart and its influence isn't over yet. But this phase isn't here to punish you anymore. It's here to teach you how to master your life. Take this time to focus on consistency in your work, your habits, your health. Meditation, journaling, and self-reflection will help you align with Saturn's wisdom. The more grounded you are, the faster your blessings arrive. By early 2026, you'll look back and realize that everything you lost since 2019 wasn't a punishment. It was preparation. You weren't being broken. You were being refined. The old version of you had to collapse so that your real strength could rise. So tonight, as you listen, just take a deep breath, because the energy is shifting, the heaviness is leaving, and the light you thought was gone is coming back. Jupiter is expanding your emotional world. The North Node is growing your success. The South Node is healing your heart. Mars and the Sun are reigniting your drive. And Saturn is shaping your wisdom. Everything that fell apart was meant to redirect you. Everything that ended was clearing the path for something truer. You're not who you were in 2019. You're wiser, you're stronger, and you're finally ready for what's next. So, dear Aries, prepare your heart, because from October 17th to December 5th, the universe begins your comeback story. Stay grateful, stay grounded, and trust the magic of your timing. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to thank the universe. Write in the comments, "I'm ready for my comeback." Let that affirmation carry your intention into motion. Remember, astrology doesn't control your destiny. It simply reveals the rhythm of your soul's evolution. The rest is up to your faith and your alignment. Until next time, stay peaceful, stay aligned, and trust your journey.